table, sifting through the night. Glitter in his eyes, everything feels right. Hand in the water, fingers in the mud. Buckets full of promise, gold in the blood. Gear on the bench, tools of a trade. Hustling through the silence, riches to be made. Big Daddy digging deep into the vein. Paint dirt on his hands never goes in vain. Backyard prospecting, this ain't no game. Gold fever burning hotter than a flame. Shed lights flicker, shadows on the wall. Dreams of El Dorado treasure.
Well, shit, I guess it's showtime. All right, what's going on, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, bringing you another episode of BSing in the Shed, where we, well, it's pretty self-explanatory. We BS, we hang out, we BS, and we pretend like we're productive and doing stuff and getting things done. So, always a good time. See, there's like 5 of you here, and you know, I get it. I almost canceled the show tonight only because I'm competing with the damn Seattle going to the fucking World Series. You know, it's Game 7, and if you didn't know and I just reminded you, see ya. But it's the last game of the series, and I know there's a lot of people who are tuned into that, and they don't want to be listening to some dude going on about pay dirt. I get it. I absolutely get it. The Mariners have never been to the series before, and hey, good luck to them. If you're not a Mariners fan, well, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, man. Screw your team. If you just don't like or care about baseball, you're still cool, man. I still like you. You're chill. As long as you're not going for the other guys, we can still be friends. But I'm glad to see you all here. Those of you who are able to join me tonight, awesome. I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. And for those of you who are watching on the replay, what's up? Good to see you. Is Donna here? I don't think I saw her name go by. I think that's RJ you're seeing. Unless Donna changed her name. Did I miss her? Oh, maybe that's live chat. I don't know why it gives me this top chat shit. I don't want to see top chat. I want to see the chat as it's coming across. I don't like that YouTube ranks you guys as chatters. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, don't tell me who my number 1 or number 2, number 3 chatters are just based on how many times they messaged or how much money they throw at me. I do like that one. And by the way, before I continue, hello, Careless. Happy birthday. I saw that on the book face that you kids use these days, and it says it's your birthday today. It may be lying, but if not, happy birthday. I hope you're happy with being 1 year older and 1 year wiser. And I don't have any wise words to give you. I'm still trying to figure my own shit out, but if I figure something useful tip, I'll send it your way. But glad you were able to stop in. Hope you had some delicious cake, or at least like cookies or something, some sort of treat. Now I want a cupcake. Damn it. You can turn it off. Cool. Cause you know, I mean, I don't want people like getting too caught up and like worrying about who's who's the biggest fan. Like, you know, you're all my biggest fans. You know, every single one of you guys being here, I'm happy that you're here. When you're not here, I miss seeing your names pop up. And that's all of you guys. When I don't see you, I'm thinking, oh, where'd they go? Um, there's been some people who've kind of disappeared on me, and I feel bad. I like, man, I hope I didn't offend them. But you can only do what you can do. People are gonna gravitate towards the content that they enjoy, and maybe I'm not enjoyable. I don't know. I think I'm pretty fun. But I don't think it's fair that it gauges you guys. Like, 'cause you can buy your way to number one by just throwing a few bucks at me as a tip, and then you guys can all fight it out by tipping back and forth, and then there'll be a tipping war. Um, you guys fighting for that top spot. And I would watch all that happen, and I'd just smile, thanking you guys for the tips. Um, but hey, you never know what'll happen. Maybe that will happen. Anyways, in other news, this weekend, what did we do this weekend? We tested out some new mat, the new Dream Mat Micro Dredge Profile. We checked that out this weekend, and it performed pretty well. Like I mentioned in the review, I think it's best suited for outdoorsy, where bringing home a little bit more cons isn't too big of a deal. But it's going to be more of a guarantee to catch those little pieces that like to slip by, and I like that. So what I did with my main one, I put it on the Foldy Sluice, the one that has the the high banker attachment on it. I still haven't taken that out with the new pump, but I really, really want to before the end of the year. Brian, thank you. Yeah, I try to make the Halloween one as fun as I can. There's a couple people who really, really enjoy that one, and so I throw a little extra love into it. But I try not to redo the same little knickknacks and paddywhacks year to year. I like to always keep it fresh. So different little thingamabobs in the pay dirt from year to year. And I usually buy all my shit through Amazon. So if it says previously purchased, I'll be like, oh, I've already used that one, and I'll look for something else. Oftentimes I'm rushing at the last moment to try to get everything all put together, so I screw that up. But I do put a little extra effort into the Halloween bag. The next major bag will be the Christmas bag. But if you're a $50 Patreon, you'll be getting your monthly bags, obviously, November, and then the Christmas bag for December. But as far as for the masses, the next will be Christmas. Which, I like to do the little snowy pay dirt. I don't know if I'm going to do all snowy pay dirt, though, because, I don't know, that's a little played out. I like having a little bit of real pay dirt down at the bottom of it. Maybe we'll call it iced out of the honey hole. Yeah, I like that. I'll send pay dirt out with a piece of dry ice in it that'll keep the water all frozen, so when you get it, it'll just be a big block of permafrost. How's that sound? That's freaking rad, right? I like it. What did I say something offensive? Fuck. Oh well. So anyhow, anyways, moving on. Moving past somebody's offense to something. I don't know what I said. Oftentimes I talk and I don't really watch what I'm saying, and I just kind of off at the hook, off at the hip. And I'm not really paying much attention to what I'm saying or doing. So you'll have to just slide the bar back to figure out what I said if I said something crazy. I'll have to rewatch the stream and maybe I'll catch it and be like, oh, God, why did I say that? Fuck, that's so offensive. Fuck. What's the weather like? It freaking sucks, man. It this week, and that's why I didn't go out. I planned to go out on Sunday. I had this whole plan in my head. I'm gonna go hit at my spot, get some last of the pay dirt of the year. It was dumping rain, man. And like I say, I don't dig in the rain. I don't find it fun. You know, I don't find enough gold ever to make it fun for me to dig in the rain. If I knew I was going to find a whole bunch of gold, maybe I'd be like, let's tough it out, F it. But nah. I'll stay home when it's shitty and go out. I mean, I'll go out if it's overcast or going to sprinkle a little bit, but man, it was dumping. The wind was howling hard, and I wasn't looking for that party, you know? I wasn't looking to be out there and worry about a freaking branch falling on me or, yeah. Well, it's cold also. I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, where I go and dig is not far off on the mountain, and there's snow up there right now. So that water coming down that river is freaking ice cold. It is cold, cold. So getting to where I want to dig, it's going to be cold. Playing in the water, it's going to be cold. It's not really so much about getting wet. It's the water temperature of the water coming off of the mountain. It's cold. It's cold, cold. I can deal with the wet. I just don't like being miserable, you know? If I'm out there, I want to be having a good time. I don't mind it being a little bit cool. In fact, I prefer that. I don't like the sun coming down hard. Like digging in July, late July and early August when it's just as hot as it's going to be. Oh my God, I've almost died out there from that kind of shit. But, you know, if it's like cool but not drenched, I'm down with that. You know, yeah, 40s to 60s. Those are nice temperatures. Maybe not 40s, maybe 60s to 70s. 40s, when I said it back, I was like, man, that does sound pretty cold. Yeah, that's true. But, like, it's starting to snow, and so it's cold, cold. Yeah, I think the only time of year I'm allowed to dig in the river directly is like January. Because you can't dig in the banks in January because A, it's too damn cold, and B, it's all permafrosted. It's frozen. It's hard as a rock. You're not getting in to the banks in January. But for like 5 days, you can dig in the water. The most miserable 5 days of the year to dig in the water, but it's legal for those 5 days. You can't sluice or anything. You can't dredge or anything like that. You can sluice, but you can't dredge or anything like useful. You know, you can't sit there with a vacuum and just suck up all the dirt and run it through your gear. It would be nice if they would allow that for those 5 days. Dude, I've tried. It's not the ice, it's the permafrost. The ground, the material, it is frozen hard. You can't get into it. You know, I've gone out there with the shovel ready to dig in. I was like, I'm going for it. It's cold. I don't give a shit. I want to dig. It not happening, man. I wound up having to go much higher on the bank than I would ever want to. And found it was all topsoil and roots and crap. There was no gold. I mean, there was like a couple little itty bitty flakes, but there was nothing. Yeah, in Arkansas. Is there any like gold camps or anything there? Because I don't have like claim access to anywhere, so I don't know where is good. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of research or anything either because I'm lazy. So if there's like a gold camp there, maybe I'd go check that out. You know, have a weekend of it. Be like, Dig Daddy at the Whatch and Whatch Gold Camp. And they'll be like, I'll be there this weekend. And then whoever's over there, they can come hang out there or, do a day pass if they do day passes or get a cabin if they do over the week. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck they got over there. So have to work something out. But I'd be down to do something like that for sure. And I've done that before when I went down to Roaring Camp. Both times. It was an open invitation to anybody who wanted to join. Banshee, she wound up coming out to the camp, not down to Roaring Camp, but to the gold miners campgrounds up the hill. And so I hung out with her. Hold on, let's let that show. Where's my cursor? Hey, thanks mods. Hung out with her and her friend, and kicked it for a little bit. That was cool. And then one year my bros came out, hung out with me for the day, did the day pass. We hung out at the panning station, hung out together, had a beer. It was good times. It was nice. It was the last time me and my brother Mike, we hung out like that. With my brother Raymond. It was all three of us. That was a nice time. But, yeah, so if there's any gold camps out there that you guys know about, send me info because I would love to go check them out. If they put you on the gold or the gold's just in their area and they're like, go to it, man, it's all you. I'll go look for some shit, I'll bring my sluice and my shovel and we'll get to it. But all in all, yeah, let me know if you guys know of anything. I'll see what's going on. But email it to me. Don't just put it in the chat because I'll lose it in the chat. And it'll be like, oh, I told you all about that thing in the chat one time. And I'll be like, cool. Cool, man. You got to email it to me. And if you want to email me, it's easy. You just send it to Dig Daddy with a D at backyardprospecting.com. Speaking of doing things, here's the Gaul video for this week. I'll pin that up at the top. Don't forget to leave a comment on the comment video. Put your stage name on your comment as well, because then otherwise I have to figure out what your email name or your at whatever name that YouTube assigns you or you have is compared to your stage name or your public name. Put your public name on your comment and then leave a witty comment and let me know how much you love gold and blah, 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 blah. And we'll pick a winner for some sloppy seconds at the end of the show. Yeah, I mean, if you guys know of some gold, and you know what, here's what I'm going to do with that information. More than just for my own personal knowledge, blah, blah, or to do some with, I'll add a page to my website of gold camps across America. And I'll put their information. I'll put links if they have an online. What's going on, Michael? If they got an online presence, awesome. But I'll put all that shit in on the website. So when, you guys are thinking about, oh, what do I want to do for a vacation? You can go to that page and you'll be like, oh shit, there's gold camps all over the country. I didn't even realize. Let me check this one out. Let me check that one out. Let me check this one out. Boom, 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 boom. And then, you can go check out these places, hang out. But not just not like roadside bullshit things. I'm talking about true campgrounds that you can go. Maybe they have cabins you can rent for people who aren't local. Because that's the thing that dissuades me. Is, I would love to go to a lot of these places, like these campgrounds and these campouts that you guys all arrange and shit. But I'm up here in Washington, so anywhere I go, I gotta fly there. Now, unless I want to spend a crap load of money shipping a bunch of gear and lugging that around the airport when I land and all of that hassle and headache and all that shit, which I don't. Well, let me just spoiler, I don't. Then I basically got to go somewhere that is, like a roadside, panning station because I don't have the gear or anything to camp out anywhere. So a place that I could go, maybe I need to bring my own bedding, um, or a sluice or a pan. At the end of the day, I need a scoop and a pan. That's all I need to look for gold. But, if they have gear that I could rent, even better. A sluice I can slap my dream mat in, freaking glorious. Or if they already have sluices that have dream mats in them, even better. But that's what I'm looking for. The camps like that. Roaring Camp is like that, where you can post out for a couple of days. You can camp out if you have a tent. They have cabins if you're willing to stay for a cabin stay. And I'd love to compile a list of all of these places across America that we can go. And, we'll include our Canadian friends as well, our north of the border folks. If it's just a drive across, hell, why not? But I want to make that. That's going to be my contribution to society, is a list of gold camps across America that you can go to, and maybe those roadside attractions as well. So that when you're around those gold camps, and there's other little day camp type places that you can go to, open panning areas, that's actually, my brain just blew up, right? I don't know. Maybe people don't want to share that information, the open panning areas in your area where people can just go to and pan. Because, once you make it public and then it's like everybody goes there and then there's no gold, I've never been to Alaska. It is absolutely on my checklist. One year when I went to Roaring Camp, I would have went to Alaska, but like they don't have any rental cars up there. Do you know how hard it is to get a rental car up there? And damn it, it's Alaska. You need a car up there. So like no rental car, and all the places I wanted to go and check out were kind of outside of Anchorage. So it's like, and it's cheap to fly there too. It's so cheap to fly there and stay there. But yeah, you can't get a car, You don't have roads. It's just all dirt roads everywhere. I believe it, man. The ice would just destroy the roads there, I'm sure. And it's just all like gravel roads everywhere. I wouldn't be surprised. Not in the slightest. But yeah, I really wanted to go one year, and I was planning it. I had stuff, all laid out. I was like, I had the hotel I was going to stay at. I had their website up. I had the room that I wanted picked out. I had I had events and things to do mapped out for like 4 days. And then I was like, okay, well, I need to make sure I have a car to get around. And then I went to the rental car site. Like before I started booking everything, it was the very last thing. Okay, well, let's pick out a car. Nothing. Like, wait a minute, this is a problem. Checked it, boom, boom, nothing. Checked all the other, and there's not a lot of options there, right? And it's like, no rental cars. Just not a single rental car. It's like, well, shit. There goes Alaska. No Alaska trip. Can't get a rental car. Can't get around. I'm not, sure, I could have just stayed around Anchorage, Ubered around there, but that's not what I wanted to do. I'm not going to vacation out to somewhere and only do half of the things or all the crappy things, the filler activities, and be like, oh, I'm just going to do the filler activities and scratch the main ones off my list because, Oh well. You know, that's not fun. Where have I been? Oh, in the country, like prospecting, just Washington and California. You know, when I really got into prospecting is when I first started doing the channel in 2018, and I had a messed up knee then, so I didn't really get out. That was what the whole point of being, doing this. But I hurt my knee, and like that floored all the activities and stuff, all the great activities that I had planned. All the fun, awesome activities. So, so be it. Such as it is. Whatever. What can you do? So, but I do want to get out to places, and the wife, she encourages me too. She's like, "Yeah, go, get out of here, go do stuff." Maybe she's just tired of me always chasing her around the house. She just needs a rest. But I'm okay with that too. Kick me out, go tell me to go dig holes. That's fine. And I should do that. And so that's another reason why I want to compile the list. I want to, if I'm over here, I want to know what other things around there I can go and do. That's prospecting related. Like, I don't want to just go one place and miss out on some other cool shit that's in the area. Especially if there's like a history, like, oh, this city was really big on the gold rush for this area, blah, blah, blah. And they have a museum and yada, 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 and whatever. I want to be able to catch and see some of that stuff. Maybe prospecting museums and gold towns, like prospecting towns like Columbia and Jamestown. Cool. Cool. Take you out to the spots that I hit up. They're easy spots. I'm lazy, dude. That's why my pay dirt is comes to me in the mail. I don't like hiking. What's up, Fred? Renting here. But let's peek in on gold and see what the old gold's going for these days. I messed up and forgot. There it is. Done. Blam! All right. So, as of today, this moment in time, actually, it's not this moment in time. This is when I first loaded the page. Let's refresh. Oh, bitch ass. Refresh. And see what the gods of gold have in store for us today. Ads. They have ads. Okay. Today's gold spot price for 1 troy ounce, we're looking $4,386.80. It's not exactly the all-time high, but it's just a hair shy. Not bad. 43.82 looks to be the top of the top, the peak of the summit. 43.88. But we are still pretty damn close. 43.86 is a hell of a lot of money, considering that just 1 year ago, look at this. This is a mountain range we've been climbing since last year. 1 year ago, $2,664, and today, $43.08. Damn. 63%. I wish I had more in my pocket. But I'm glad that I have some. I hold on to all the little nuggets. Well, I guess they're the bigger nuggets. They're nuggets, anyways. But I hold on to all of those out of all the pay dirts that I get. Anytime I get a nugget, I keep those for me. Because I got to have something for all of this. How's the new mat? I like the new mat. I've been asking for this mat for a long, long time. Ever since I got the original micro mat, I've been telling Dave, you know, you need to make this, you know, you got to do that. I've said to him. And then I found the Cape D, and I was like, you know, the Cape D is nice, but I need something in the middle. You know, the Cape D is a little bit too big, but it's really good. So this is what we've been asking for, you know, and it's great. It's freaking great. It's super aggressive. You do got to run more water over it. It doesn't look right running slow, and you're missing out on the aggressive functionality of it. You know, it's made for dredging, so keep that in mind. It's made for more aggressive water flow, and so it's made to contend with that. So if you're gonna be running it in a slower environment, like on in your shed or in your workbench, in your recirculating system, and you usually run at a nice smooth pace, you really don't need to upgrade to the dredge mat. You're not using it in the way that it's made for. If you're out at the river and you get a good amount of flow going across your water, and you want to really just dump material across it, that's what this is made for. So that's why I say I'm replacing my river mat with this, and I'm just going to keep the micro mat here in the shed. I don't want those extra cons when I'm running down the sluice here. I'm in a much more controlled environment, so I don't need the extra insurance that this mat gives, and I don't tend to run as much material and get as much gold that would really take advantage of these super deep cells. That being said, it's an awesome freaking mat. And that's also why I wanted to use it in the high banker, because that's going to have a 3,000 gallon per hour pump crushing across it. And so I need something that's going to be more receptive to that higher flow. And I don't like how much extra cons that I wind up having to get out of the mini mat that's on the end of the combo mat. If it were just like the Recon mat cut down, so it's the first two, the micro / Cape D, that'd be okay. And that's what I'm running in the small sluice. But I think this will be a lot more condensed as far as how much less crap I'll have to bring home with me after a cleanup on that. I'm not saying what it is for a cleanup buddy, because I don't have a cleanup buddy. But yeah, that's kind of, you know, I don't think the cleanup buddy really is going to take advantage of the more aggressive profile here. So I don't think that, I don't really think it's great for the cleanup buddy, but I don't know, because I don't have one. My cleanup system is the smaller, more compact toolbox sluice, which uses the pocket micros, the pocket micro sluice. Yeah, that's what they're called. But I don't know if I would even want it for the pocket micro, like the pocket micro sluice. I don't think would benefit from being switched over to this. So I don't think I'm even going to ask them to, you know, if they're going to make one, because I don't care. Because again, it's such a low flow environment that it would wind up just holding on to a lot more cons and not cleaning out as well as I'd like. So yeah, there you go. That's my opinion. And it's also my opinion that we should run some pay dirt and find some gold. So, while we're moving over to the sluice, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Give me a like. I need a like. I freaking need it, man. And don't forget to leave a comment on the comment video, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not here to bullshit you guys, and I'm not a shill for Prospector's Dream. Like, I love their product, and that's why I always have such a high opinion of them. If their product was shit and there was something else that I felt caught gold better, why wouldn't I be using that? Dave don't pay me nothing to use this product, and I don't get them for free. He didn't send me these. I paid for these out of my pocket. You know, so of course I want to give you guys an honest opinion, and you know, there's no sense in bullshitting you guys. Like, if you're not going to be using it right, why spend the extra $40 for a mat that you're not going to get anything more out of than what you already have? That's why I said if you're looking for a sluice, maybe get it, or if you're looking to replace, then that's cool too. Thank you, Medley. Welcome to the memberships. I'm still figuring out what that means, but it does mean that you get a green name. Yeah, the adventure sluices are cool. They do the thing. They get it done. All right, let's head over to the sluice, because it is sluicing time. We got some music queued up. I think we'll start from the top. Let me turn it down in here because it's freaking loud. We're going to start off with this weekend's tune about the Prospector Dream Micro Dredge Dream Mat. Thank you, Weezin. What a great transition. Gotta be careful with that term. People be like, oh my god, Big Daddy's transitioning. What are we gonna call him now? Bucket bitch? Yeah, they sent me a message not too long ago saying, hey, we're doing memberships and we're doing an extra special, like, sign-up bonus thing. And it was pretty substantial. So I was like, well, I like free money, so okay, I'll do that. But I only had like 2 days to make it so that I could qualify for the bonus payout. And I looked out and got one person to sign up the membership. What's going on, Alaska? Just soaking my dirt here. There you go. Fucking right on, bro. Alright, well, you guys are now gifted memberships. Once again, I don't know what that means, but welcome. And welcome Fred as well. Oh, damn, there's all sorts of people joining us. I should have, like, made more of an announcement about it. Like, I guess I did make one announcement. See, that's where my problem is. I'm bad about promoting myself. 5 more memberships gifted. Woo! That's wild. gonna be hella green names in here. Awesome. See, before it was supposed to mean like you get early access to like the weekly video, but then that messed up because then I felt like I was leaving the patrons out because I couldn't figure out how to give. I can't gift memberships. I think that's stupid as hell. Like, you guys can buy memberships and gift them, but I can't just like give them away. Like, I would have to pay for them at full price. And so at that point, it's like, well, then I'm just losing money. Like, this isn't gonna work. So I'll have to figure out something else for a membership benefit. Yeah, that's why I went with the black shovel for myself, you know, because the contrast against the gold is way, way better than the gold one. You know, it just kind of disappears on the gold shovel. But on this one, it's like I can see it on the shovel before I dump it in. I like that. If they had blue shovels, that'd be even better. Blue's my favorite color.
Shadows deep where the miners tread. Dead man's wash where the river bled. Pickaxe echoes in the canyon's breath. Dreams of gold, but they dance with death. Foothills hold secrets buried in the sand.
Maybe it gives them to like the top chat, the ranking. I'm not near the mouse, so I can't look at it. But I bet you like all the top ranked members of chatters are probably now members. Thank you. I try not to put out shitty music. There's been a couple that I've gone through that are like, actually that's not true. I try to make them all awesome. I definitely try to capture a theme though.
History buried in the dust and clay. Dead man's wash where the breath.
Vendetta's in Arizona, so I usually give them more of a Western kind of theme.
The mountain watches the green unfold. Promises whispered of the devil's gold. So foothills hold the tales untold.
Totally random. I mean, I've been gifted memberships on other channels before too.
Where the truth grows cold.
I didn't realize it was random. I thought somebody was just being nice to me. Oh well. I thought I had a friend. I got a friend.
Man's wash where the spirits cry. Digging for a fortune in the
Yeah, every now and then I like a mellow song.
but the walls keep secrets
You know,
holding
gotta be bangers. You know? We don't always need to start a mosh pit. Sometimes we need to mellow out. Do live streams, man. Do a few live streams and then people will come by after and they'll watch it. And then rather than like your like weekly videos that maybe people will stick around on average 5 minutes, the people who watch the live stream will watch an hour of it. And it adds up your hours a lot faster. That was my trick. Branded account. What does that even mean? Like you work for DoorDash or some shit? Alright. Well, just restart a new channel and drive your viewers there. And then maybe load it up with a few videos and promote it. You know, spend like 30 bucks on promotion for channel growth. And then that'll help, you know, bring in a couple hundred extra viewers. Yeah. Huh. I know, that's why I wind up smoking too much, because I got nobody to pass it to here, so I just puff, puff, puff. And then I gotta, like, sit down. Because I forget what I'm doing. Like, get all, like, get all lightheaded and be like, I gotta sit down for a minute, guys. Hang out for a bit. I gotta be careful sometimes. Get too stoned during the show. I even drew some criticism, like, you shouldn't smoke so much weed, man. Your channel could be so much more. Like, I know, but I'm a pothead. I'm sorry. Get up there, little fly poopies. There you go. There you go, baby. Little chunks. Somewhere in there. The camera doesn't autofocus, man. There we go. Just have to toy with it, you know. There it is. Got our shiny. That's right, there's that shiny. Right there. So let's find us a snuffer. Put a little bit more of that canning juice in here. It's kind of hard to snuffer something up if you ain't got no water. You know, water is a key ingredient for the snuffer systems to activate. No juice, no go. I did see a little bit of fly poop over here, so we're gonna play with the dirt a little bit. There it is. Couple little pieces. One there. One there. One right there. 3 little pieces right there. 3 little piggies. I'll huff and I'll puff. And I'll snuff your gold up. We'll work on that one. We'll work on that one. You guys get the intent of it though, right? Kind of works. Puff and puff. And I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll suck your gold down. No. That's not it. Yeah, we'll workshop that one. I'm gonna suck your gold dry. It's not really a kid-friendly saying. But I think it would go great on a t-shirt. What do you guys think? Maybe not. Maybe I'm stoned and it's like one of those good ideas when you're stoned, but one of those, what the hell are you thinking when you, like, you're not? Luckily, I'm always stoned, so it'll still be a good idea in the morning. Alright, I'm gonna work on it, though. We'll work on the saying, but maybe we'll get a new, we'll get a new image on the website, in the swag shop. Gotta workshop it. Gold foil in the sluice. Yeah, don't put gold foil in your recirculating system. It will ruin your system. Thank you for that reminder. And good opportunity for the PSA. Do not use gold foil and do not run gold foil tater through your recirculating gold recovery system unless you want to ruin your everything. You'll never get the little thumbs up. It will be such a chore. It took me so long to get that shit out of the system. I hated every moment of it.
Hands in the dirt, feel it slide through veins, searching for a treasure in the chicken rain.
I think that one works a little bit better.
3 pounds deep, dreams of glitter where the rivers creep.
Lower the music a little bit. I'll snuff and I'll snuff. Yeah, because the huff and puff doesn't make any sense in the context of we're prospecting. Unless you're saying like after hiking in, you're huffing and puffing, and now we're getting too deep. We're getting way too meta, and now it's like one of those things like you got to explain the shirt. You know, honestly, it was probably for the best that the mic was over there because I was just babbling stupidities, you know. I'll snuff and I'll huff and I'll suck your gold down. Stupid. My eyes aren't red. My eyes don't get red, dude. What are you talking about? What do you mean there's no voice? Of course there's. I see the little bar going, boing, boing. I just wasn't talking. Because, you know, I'm thinking about this whole shirt thing now. And how I can profit off of it. I like money. Shit. Plus, you know, I got the swag shop, and it's not like it cost me anything to put a design up. You know, all I gotta do is figure the design out and put it together. And really, you guys can't hear me? I mean, I see it. Can you hear me now? Alright, so yeah, Weezin hears me, so if Weezin hears me, I know the rest of you guys can hear me too. Don't mess with me. I'll sit here fumbling with everything for the next 10 minutes. And be like, oh, we forgot to do the giveaway. Sorry. My bad. Okay. So, like, don't do that. Don't fuck with me. Make me use these bad words. And Valley Girl. I don't like speaking in Valley Girl, man. People are going to hear that I'm fluent in Valley Girl, and they're going to be like, oh, you're not from here. Deport your ass back to California. No. Let's go to the bench. Haha, you can't see my code. Alright, moving the mic. Moving the mic. Blowing on the cup so I don't burn my fingers. Alright, hello. Alright, you can see it. I can see it. Tear it out. Zeros across the board. And today we found 0.116 of a gram of gold, just a little bit over 1/10 of a gram, as we tend to find around here, generally about what I put in. So right on. While I'm over here, I might as well go grab a scoop of some dirt, because we're going to need something for our sloppy seconds. So that will be that right there. Odd. All right. So there you go. 0.116 is how much gold we found. And there's a sticker. Turn this way. You're going to need a baggie of some sort. Go with this little foily bag. I know it looks small, but it opens up. So, yeah, fuck it. Call it the Down in the Hole special edition. What's the date today? 10/20. All right. Signed by the Dig Daddy, and there is 0.116 of a gram of gold going into this bag. So, first things first, we gotta open it up. Blow it up like a doll. And then stuff it. Say like a turkey, but I mean, like also like a doll. There. Very good, very good. We like a little Japan in our pay dirt, so we're gonna throw a couple yen in there. Bing, bing. You're probably thinking, like, oh, we love some Japan. What the hell is he talking about? I have no idea either what I'm talking about. So, what we do around here is we just go with it. We just smile and say, yeah, haha, Dig Daddy, you're fucking crazy. But while I'm tinkering away with this, don't forget to leave a comment on that video if you haven't already done so. Because if you don't leave a comment, you can't win. Like, there's no way you're going to win this pay dirt if you don't leave a comment. And you got to be here watching the video. Or here, watching the stream, the live stream. There's no winning on the replay. After 6 Pacific, after now. Like, if you're starting the show after right now, 6 o'clock, and you haven't even watched it yet, and you're like on the rerun, you're not gonna win shit. Like, it's too late. The bird has sailed. So, leave your comment on the thing, like the likes, do all the stuff that I need you to do, because that's how you win. All right. You want some gold, you want to win some gold, let's win some gold. That's all I'm saying. So, we got some sloppy seconds, custom made by me. I threw some peridot in there along with those 2 yen. I'm like going back and forth like Stevie Wonder and shit because I'm looking for other shit to throw in, but there's nothing within arm's reach. So I'm gonna have to load up some more stuff to grab that I want to give away. There are some things in arm's reach, but I'm not giving them away. Like my blue holy lace, that's all I got left. I got to get out of the habit of giving away my last things of stuff, because I tend to do that a lot. Be like, oh, let's just give this away too. That'll be fun. They'll like this. And then I turn around and be like, oh, I want one of those things that ooh. All gone. All right. Let's go to it. Let's find the gone. Oh, watch. We got our random YouTube giveaway picker. Here, let's start this over because what the fuck is... Here, stop. Just stop. Oh. GAW page. Okay, there we go. All right, that's what it is. What it was. We got 24 comments on the page. 1 winner. Who? Yeah, no, I want that. All unique authors. No replies. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's do this. And, yeah, I put the gold in there. It's in there. I pocket it. I figure you guys don't even open these things at this point. You're just collecting them. You're like, yeah, I won the one from this week. I got the one from that week. So just the fact that they're like so collectible, they're worth way more than the gold that you think I put in there. And I realized this like about 6 months ago. I just stopped putting the gold in and nobody noticed. You know, they're just sitting on everybody's shelves and everybody's like, oh, I got the collectible Dig Daddy. I'm never going to open it. And so it's worked out well. I just pocket all the gold. No, I jest. I'm freaking joking. I would never do that. I've thought about it, but I wouldn't do it because like 3 of you actually opened them up and panned them out, and then you'd call me out and be like, oh, you're fucking digging my shit. But today's winner is Joey Brown. You're going to win tonight's gold. It's sealed. It's sealed in the bag. No bullshit. All you got to do is chime up in the chat and be like, I'm here. I'm here still, Dig Daddy. Don't leave me out. Where you at, dog? Joey Brown. Be with us still, Joey Brown. Don't make me pick somebody else. Poor dude, he's probably on the toilet. Joey. Be like, my computer turned off. My dog ate my homework. Stopwatch. No. Timer. 1 minute. Is he even here? Is he even still here? Like, if he's not here, then I won't feel bad. So how do you do that? At Joey. He's here. All right, 1 minute countdown. There we are. Ding dong, bing bong. Ding dong, bing bong. Joey Brown, come on down. You're tonight's winner of the Sloppy Seconds. Just need you to be here and be like, I'm here, dude. You're on the TikTok. You're on the clock. 39 seconds. You gotta say what's up if you're here. All right. So we'll give him another... Yeah, you can tag him. I just did. Unless he just busted out at Joey Brown. He's right there. I see him right there. He's here still. Should I just stick here? Let's go back to the me view. Should I just stick with the boom mic? I mean, sometimes I leave it over there. I leave it over here when I go over there. Whoa. 60 seconds have gone by, Joey. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to pick somebody else, man. I'm very sorry of that. But love hurts, my dude. All right. Let's head back over to the the All Watch on the Gall page. And we're going to run it again. All right. There's the cutoff, man. Let's do it. All right. Tonight's winner is now... This thing's freaking spacing sucks. Is that Brian Nyquin? Fingers crossed and a bunch of emojis. Hell yeah. See, that's how you do it. You see your name pop up, you just be like, it's me. I'm the winner. And then you're winner. And then you're the wind. Or something. I don't know. I'm very insightful right now. You saw me blessing the sleuth repeatedly. So just roll with me, man. Just roll with me. But yeah, maybe I will keep it out like this. It makes me feel like a DJ, like a radio DJ or something, you know, like a talk show host or I don't know, man. It's whatever it is. Yeah, thanks, Joey. Thanks for watching on silent. All right, well, send me your address, Brian. I'm sure I have it from sending you and selling you something at some point, or you're a Patreon, so you wouldn't matter anyway, or wouldn't matter anyways because I got your info. But if it's changed than what's on your Patreon, then let me know. Either way, congratulations on being the backup winner for tonight's Sloppy Seconds. We'll get this little bag of dirt with your gold, and you will absolutely for sure find no less than 2 yen worth of yen in this bag of dirt. I guarantee it. So congratulations on that. The rest of you, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me here Monday night. I know baseball, big game. Go watch it. Get the hell out of here. I'm going to do the same. Going to go eat some steak. Going to have a great evening from here on. And to the rest of you guys, I hope you all have a great week. And we'll see you again next weekend. We'll do some more pay dirt or some gear or something. Lots of things to review. Or maybe I'll find myself out at the river. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But hopefully you'll be there with me, and we'll share the adventure. So until next time, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace.
The cam shuts down, the lights fade low. Good vibes here, ain't got far to go. Saying goodbye, but it's not the end. We'll ride again, my buried friends. Dig Daddy Show is calling it a night. Pay dirt dreams will keep on burning bright. Every Monday at 5, we're back alive till then. Good friends see us survive. The gold dust lingers, the pan stays still, the chat falls quiet, all the thrill. Herb in the air, sweeten the close to the net.